Do you ever feel exhausted, no matter how much you sleep? You drag yourself out of bed, chug coffee, and push through the day, feeling like you're moving through thick mud. By the time evening comes, you collapse, only to wake up and do it all over again. If this sounds familiar, I want you to hear this loud and clear. You are not lazy. That persistent, bone-deep tiredness you're feeling is a signal, a message from your body and mind that something is out of balance. Today, we're going to decode that message. We'll uncover the hidden reasons behind your constant fatigue, and I promise, by the end of this video, you'll have a much clearer understanding of what is really going on and what you can do about it. So grab a comfy seat, maybe a glass of water, and let's dive into why you're always so tired. Let's start with the biological factors, the physical machinery of your body. Sometimes, feeling drained has less to do with your willpower and more to do with your biochemistry. One of the most common culprits is nutritional deficiencies. Think of your body as a high-performance car. If you don't give it the right fuel, it's not going to run well. Iron, for example, is crucial for creating hemoglobin, the protein in your red blood cells that carries oxygen to every part of your body. When you're low on iron, it's like trying to run a marathon while only taking shallow breaths. Your cells are starved for oxygen, leading to that classic feeling of weakness and fatigue. It's especially common in women, vegetarians, and vegans, but it can affect anyone. Similarly, vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin, plays a huge role in energy production. Many of us are deficient, especially if we live in colder climates or spend most of our time indoors. Low vitamin D levels are directly linked to fatigue, muscle weakness, and even a lower mood. It's not just about vitamins, though. B vitamins, especially B12, and magnesium are also essential players in your body's energy-making process. A simple blood test from your doctor can reveal if any of these vital nutrients are running low. It's a straightforward first step that can provide a world of answers. Beyond nutrition, our hormones are powerful regulators of our energy. Let's talk about the thyroid, that little butterfly-shaped gland in your neck. It's your body's metabolic thermostat. When it's working correctly, it produces hormones that regulate your metabolism and energy levels. But if you have an underactive thyroid, a condition called hypothyroidism, it's like someone turned the thermostat way down. Your metabolism slows to a crawl. The result? Persistent fatigue, weight gain, feeling cold all the time, and even brain fog. It's surprisingly common, and again, it's something a doctor can easily test for. Then there's the big one, stress. We all experience stress, but chronic, unrelenting stress is a different beast altogether. When you're constantly stressed, your adrenal glands pump out a hormone called cortisol. In short bursts, cortisol is great. It gives you that fight or flight energy boost to deal with the threat. But when the stress never lets up from work deadlines, financial worries, or relationship issues, your body is flooded with cortisol day in and day out. This leads to a state known as adrenal fatigue, or HPA axis dysfunction. Your body's stress response system basically burns out. You might feel wired but tired, unable to relax, but also completely exhausted. This isn't just a feeling. It's a physiological state where your body is screaming for a break. So if you've been running on fumes for months or years, it's not a character flaw. It could be a very real biological response to a life that has demanded too much for too long. Now that we've looked at the hardware, let's talk about the software, the psychological roots of fatigue. Your mind and body are not separate entities. They are deeply interconnected. How you feel mentally has a profound impact on how you feel physically. Depression, for instance, isn't just about feeling sad. One of its most common and debilitating symptoms is profound fatigue. It's an exhaustion that sleep doesn't touch. The effort it takes just to think, to make a decision, or to engage with the world can feel monumental. It's like your brain's battery is perpetually at 1%. Similarly, Anxiety can be incredibly draining. When you're anxious, your mind is in a constant state of high alert, scanning for threats. This hypervigilance consumes a massive amount of mental and physical energy, leaving you feeling depleted, even if you haven't moved from the couch. If your fatigue is accompanied by persistent low mood, loss of interest, or constant worry, it's crucial to consider that your mental health might be the primary driver. Speaking with a therapist or a counselor can be a life-changing step. Remember, seeking help for your mental health is a sign of strength, not weakness. Have you ever had a day where you didn't do much physically, but by the end of it, you felt completely wiped out? You might have been experiencing decision fatigue. Our brains have a finite amount of cognitive energy for making choices each day. Think about it. From the moment you wake up, you're making decisions. What to wear, what to eat for breakfast, which email to answer first, which route to take to work. Each choice, no matter how small, chips away at your mental resources. In our modern world, we are bombarded with an unprecedented number of choices. This constant decision-making, especially when dealing with complex problems at work or in our personal lives, leads to mental overload. Your brain gets exhausted, just like a muscle after a heavy workout. The result is that you feel drained. You're more likely to make impulsive choices, and you have less willpower for important tasks. There's another deeper psychological reason for fatigue that we often overlook: living with misaligned goals. This happens when your daily actions are in conflict with your core values and true passions. Maybe you're working a job you hate just for the paycheck, but what you truly value is creativity and freedom. Or perhaps you re in a relationship that doesn't align with your need for deep connection and respect. This internal conflict creates a constant low-grade stress. It's like you trying to drive a car with one foot on the gas and one foot on the brake. You're expending a tremendous amount of subconscious energy just trying to maintain a life that doesn't feel authentic to you. This misalignment drains your spirit and manifests as physical and emotional exhaustion. It's the kind of tired that comes from a soul that isn't being nourished. Taking time to reflect on what truly matters to you, your values, your passions, your purpose, can be one of the most powerful ways to reclaim your energy. When your daily life starts to reflect who you really are, you'll be amazed at how your energy can return. Finally, let's look at our daily habits and routines, the lifestyle traps that can unknowingly drain our energy reserves. When we talk about sleep, most people focus on duration. I got 8 hours, so why am I still tired? But sleep hygiene, the quality of your sleep, is just as important, if not more so. Are you scrolling on your phone right before bed? The blue light from screens suppresses melatonin, the hormone that tells your body it's time to sleep. Is your bedroom a sanctuary, or is it cluttered and full of distractions? Is it dark, quiet, and cool? Do you have a consistent sleep schedule, even on weekends? Going to bed and waking up at the same time helps regulate your body's internal clock, or circadian rhythm. When this rhythm is disrupted, your body doesn't move through the sleep cycles efficiently. You might get 8 hours of light, fragmented sleep and miss out on the deep, restorative stages where your body and brain truly repair themselves. Improving your sleep hygiene can be a game changer for your energy levels. Here's a paradox that might surprise you. Being inactive makes you more tired. It sounds counterintuitive, right? If you're tired, the last thing you want to do is exercise. But a sedentary lifestyle is a major contributor to fatigue. When you don't move your body, your circulation slows down, your muscles can weaken, and your body's ability to use oxygen efficiently decreases. Regular, moderate exercise, even just a brisk 20-minute walk, does wonders. It boosts circulation, increases endorphins, which elevate your mood, and actually improves your cellular energy production over time. It also leads to better, deeper sleep at night. You don't have to run a marathon. The key is to break the cycle of inactivity. Start small. a walk around the block, a few stretches in the morning, taking the stairs instead of the elevator. Movement creates energy. The more you move, the more energy you'll have. One last thing to consider is what you're putting into your body. And I'm not just talking about food. Certain medications can have fatigue as a known side effect. This includes some antidepressants, blood pressure medications, antihistamines for allergies, and even some pain relievers. If your fatigue started or worsened after you began taking a new medication, it's worth having a conversation with your doctor or pharmacist. They might be able to suggest an alternative medication or a different dosage that doesn't have the same draining effect. Never stop taking a prescribed medication on your own, but don't be afraid to ask questions. You are your own best advocate when it comes to your health. Your daily habits are powerful. They can either be energy drains or energy creators. By paying attention to your sleep, your movement, and the medications you take, you can plug the leaks that are draining your energy tank. So let's bring it all together. We've explored the biological factors like nutritional deficiencies and hormone imbalances. We've delved into the psychological roots from mental health conditions to decision fatigue and misaligned goals. And we've uncovered the lifestyle traps like poor sleep hygiene and being too sedentary. The key takeaway here is that your persistent tiredness is not a sign of laziness or a personal failing. It is a valid, important signal. It's your body and mind telling you that something needs attention. So, what are your next steps? First, consider getting a checkup. Talk to your doctor. Be honest about your fatigue. And ask for a blood panel to check for things like iron, vitamin D, B12, and thyroid function. This rules out or addresses the major biological culprits. Second, check in with your mind. How are you really doing? If you suspect depression, anxiety, or burnout, please reach out to a mental health professional. Talking to someone can provide immense relief and give you tools to manage your mental energy. Third, re-evaluate your daily routines. Start with one small change. Maybe it's creating a no phone in bed rule. Maybe it's a 15-minute walk during your lunch break. Or maybe it's just taking 5 minutes to sit quietly and ask yourself, what do I truly want and need today? Your energy is your most precious resource. That feeling of being constantly tired is not your destiny. It's a call to action, a call to listen more closely to your body, to honor your mind, and to build a life that truly supports and energizes you. You have the power to understand the message behind your fatigue and to make changes that will help you feel vibrant and alive again. You deserve to feel well. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on living a healthier, more intentional life. I'll see you in the next one.